What is going on, everybody? My name is Harrison Glazer, and we're coming at you from the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. I cover the Jets, the Islanders, the Nets, and the Yankees.
This is Pierre Moss, and I cover the Mets, Knicks, Rangers, and the Giants.
Our show is live every Wednesday through Spreaker and a bunch of other ways to get our content. Again, we're the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. We talk about all those New York sports. It's a lot of fun. We get into all of it. Please tune in. Again, that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
And we look forward to having you guys right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What is going on, everybody? This is Ben Metello, the host of the Yinzer Report, right here on IE Sports Radio. I'm bringing you the latest in the Steel City, the City of Champions, from the Steelers, the Penguins, the Pirates, as well as the college game with both Penn State and Pitt. You could join me every Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on IE Sports Radio, where I'll be talking about everything from the Steel City, the City of Champions, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, sports fans? Are you looking for the latest on Northern California sports? Then take a trip out west with me, your host, Gina G, on Reppin' the NorCal Sports, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'll be bringing it to you all the way live every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's always a packed show. I'll bring you everything Dynastic 49ers, the bite of the San Jose Sharks, torture of the San Francisco Giants, the Golden State Warriors that we still believe. Then take you across the bay to the rise and grind of the Oakland A's. I've got you covered on college ball from the Cal Bears to the Stanford Cardinal, so that no matter what, reppin' in NorCal sports is always reppin' the Bay. So if you bleed red and gold, or you're looking to keep an eye out west in them thar hills, don't miss me, Gina G, on reppin' in NorCal sports. Catch me every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'll have your fandom repped harder than a trio of defenders guarding Stephen Curry before his buzzer beater is Gucci.
And we're back to the Neutral Zone on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, once again, Zach Poplis. Adam Karnick has the night off. Well, yes, let's get back into it. We got one or two more pieces on the Coyotes. Then we'll get to our studs and duds. And then I have a local restaurant about an hour away that's a hockey bar and grill that Adam and I might just have to check out at some point soon. All right. So you've all seen that, I think, what is it, from Animal House? John Belushi wearing the t-shirt that says college on it. Well, the Coyotes are set to begin their college years at Arizona State's Mullet Arena. Greg Wyshynski, ESPN, October 28th. Nick Jugstad took the ice for the first time at Mullet Arena on Thursday, the college hockey rink that will house the NHL's Arizona Coyotes for at least the next 3 seasons. He noticed it's roughly 5,000 seats. The ones fans will not pay less than $100 to occupy unless they're part of the 200 to 400 Arizona State University students paying $25 to sit in the arena student section. He noticed the Fear the Fork sign on the wall, the Sun Devils logo on the ice, and all the other evidence that an NHL team is now sharing a barn with an NCAA Division I college program. But mostly, Jugstad noticed how clean and compact it all looked. The intimate setting is going to be something we'll try to use to our advantage, but we still don't know what to expect, said Bugstad, an 11-year NHL veteran. We'll show up, we'll play the same game. I mean, we're playing in the NHL. There are no complaints. After 18 years of playing in Glendale, the Coyotes play their first game at a temporary home in Tempe. When they host the Winnipeg Jets, they lost to the Winnipeg Jets. The Coyotes have a contract to play the next 3 seasons and potentially a 4th at ASU, while they hope a new arena in Tempe is approved and constructed. Their home opener follows 6 regular season games and an entire preseason on the road. Mullet Arena, named for a family that has supported the Sun Devils Division I hockey program, and the inspiration for a hockey mullet giveaway on opening night. Yes. Brilliant. Officially opened in early October and hosted its first ASU men's hockey games on October 14th and 15th. Quote, it's loud. It's really loud. The atmosphere was as good as anywhere we've played in college hockey, said Greg Powers, head coach of the Sun Devils, who also noticed the speed of the ice and how bouncy the boards are. Many of the Coyotes players have experienced hockey in smaller buildings, whether it was in juniors or in college or in the minor leagues. To have this kind of setting for an NHL game is something they can't quite process yet. We're excited. We're curious. If the fans are into it, then that will be a unique experience and a lot of emotion out there, said Andre Chiarini, the Coyotes head coach. I coached for a long time. If you asked me about the great crowds, you'd be shocked because it would not be Madison Square Garden. It would be these small barns where people are on top of you and there's emotion and it's intimidating. Since the 2009-2010 season, the Coyotes averaged over 14,000 tickets distributed at their former home in Glendale, just once in the 2019-2020 season, when they averaged 14,606. Last season, with the team squarely in a rebuild, the average dropped to 11,601 fans. The crowds will be smaller at ASU, but the enthusiasm could spike. Coyotes president and CEO Xavier Gutierrez said it will be, quote, an unprecedented experience in the NHL. It's going to be loud. It's going to be electric. Right over my shoulder is going to be a student section, he said, pointing to concrete bleachers where everyone was marching, from a marching band to former Coyote and current TNT analyst Paul Bissonnette, are expected to hang. You're going to have that youthful exuberance every single night, bringing that energy. How the Coyotes ended up in this boisterous new barn is one of the wildest journeys in recent pro sports history. Coyotes' former home went by many names: Glendale Arena, Jobbing.com Arena, Gila River Arena, and now the Desert Diamond Arena. It was the city-owned facility where the Coyotes played for 18 seasons after moving from America West Arena out to Glendale in 2003. Owner Steve Ellman, a real estate developer, wanted to build in Scottsdale. That didn't pan out, so it was off to the West Valley. Ellman sold the team to trucking magnate Jerry Moyes 2 years later. Moyes eventually put the Coyotes into bankruptcy in an effort to sell the franchise to BlackBerry billionaire Jim Balsillie, who was going to move them to Hamilton in Canada. That led the NHL stripping Moyes of his authority as an owner, and the league running the Coyotes until a new owner could be found. Oh my goodness. No joke, it's a soap opera. The next decade saw owners, real and potential, come and go. There was a moment when it looked like the team would relocate to Seattle years before the Kraken would join the NHL. The ownership carousel stopped in July of 2019 when hedge fund manager Andrew Barroway sold his controlling interest to billionaire Alex Marullo, who owns the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada, and the Sahara in Las Vegas. Throughout that decade, the relationship between the Coyotes and the city of Glendale fractured beyond repair. Starting in 2016, the team and the city began a series of one-year lease extensions, despite the Coyotes asking for multi-year extensions. In August of 2021, Glendale announced that it was terminating the relationship with the team, effectively evicting the Coyotes from their arena. This happened about the time Adam and I were starting this show last fall. So thus our picking on them a lot began. So consider this little payback for them. We're having a whole episode on the Coyotes, celebrating their new arena. Hopeful howl. Oh! With an increased focus on larger, more impactful events and uses of the city-owned arena, the city of Glendale has chosen to not renew the operating agreement for the Coyotes beyond the coming 2021-2022 season, the city said in a statement. The Coyotes said they were determined to remain in Arizona. Their focus was on building a new arena. Wow. Building a new arena and an entertainment district on city-owned land in Tempe. In the meantime, they needed a place to play. They found a temporary home at Arizona State University's new multi-purpose arena, which would be ready, for the most part, by the 2022-23 NHL season. Coyotes signed on to a contract to play at ASU's 5,000-seat arena for the next 3 seasons, with an option for a 4th. Obviously, this is a temporary solution. We always want to be very clear that our goal is about 1.5 miles down Rio Salado Parkway for the permanent facility, Gutierrez said. ASU's $134.7 million project required the Coyotes to absorb $19.7 million in add-ons to make the space NHL ready. That included a 15,000 gross square foot annex built next to the arena that would house NHL quality locker rooms and training facilities for both the Coyotes and away teams. Gutierrez believes that Marullo's total investment is much higher than that. If you had an owner who spent $30 million for a temporary solution, well, he's trying to spend $2 billion for a permanent solution, that should show you the commitment. That should show you the resources, and that should show you his will to win, he said. As the Coyotes open their multi-year run at Mullet Arena, the team will get a definitive answer on their new arena soon. The Tempe City Council voted in favor of a bid last month to move forward on negotiations for the new arena and entertainment district. The Tempe project has been estimated at $1.7 billion. Gutierrez said that there are 3 public hearings on the calendar for November regarding the Tempe arena bid, and a vote from the City Council will come on November 29th. Even if the arena is approved, the Coyotes aren't sure when shovels will be in the ground. The reality is you do have a potential for litigation, and you do have the potential for any referendum that could be called for after that. But as far as the city of Tempe's approval process, that is the vote to approve it, Gutierrez said. Gutierrez has said that the team also has alternate plans around the Tempe site for Plan B and Plan C, but that it is confident that the current project is the right one. One thing the Coyotes have made clear, they plan on remaining in Arizona and have the continued support of NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman to continue to find solutions. Whew. Wow. There's a lot more to this than I thought. We can continue this one next week. All right. Well, in the meantime, we have, let's do a score update. Okay, Senators and Lightning. Lightning's up 4-3 in the third. Capitals and Golden Knights. Tied 2-2 in overtime. Islanders Blackhawks. Islanders are up 1-0 in the second. Canadiens and Wild. Wild's up 3-0 at the end of the second. Bruins and Penguins are in the second. Penguins are up 5-3. Kings and Stars tied at 1 in the second. Kraken and Flames. Kraken are up 1-0 in the first, at almost the end of the first. And with 3 minutes left in the first, we've got Predators and Oilers. Oilers 4, Predators 1. Predators had the early lead, but Oilers have come back with a vengeance. My goodness. Goals from Connor McDavid, 2 from Evander Kane. And 1 from D. Ryan. Wow. Holy crap. Kane is 2/3 of the way to a hat trick. And Draisaitl has a couple assists as well. No surprise there that they came back awfully quick. Rangers Flyers went final in the meantime. Rangers won 1-0 in overtime. And no, the Flyers can't go get McDonald's after the game. Sorry. Okay, so we have some studs and duds to get to before the night is out. We'll make an abbreviated version here since it's just me tonight. Studs, I want to give a shout out to that article highlighted red hot Mark Scheifele for the Winnipeg Jets. He has had goals in probably at least half the games they've played so far against in that win over Arizona, the win over the Kings, win over the Blues, and a loss to the Stars, plus 2 goals in their opening season game against the Rangers. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals by Mark Scheifele. As for duds, I think that the booby prize, if you will, goes to my Red Wings for last night's woodshedding at the hands of the Buffalo Sabres, 8-3. Woof. Goals from Mata, David Perron, and Captain Dylan Larkin. And mind you, this is the Buffalo Sabres, not Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They are now 4-3-2 on the season, having lost 3 of their last 4 in not heartbreaking, in blowout fashion. 6-2 against the New Jersey Devils, 5-1 against Boston, and 8-3 against Buffalo just last night. And sandwiched in between was a 2-1 win over Minnesota. So, yeah, definitely things to work on there. Let's see here. Red Wings are back in action. Okay, back in action Thursday against Washington at home, 7 p.m. Mr. Adams' squad, the Blackhawks, they're live right now against the Islanders. Losing 1-0, like we stated earlier. But their next game is against... Oh, that's the Islanders. I don't want Islanders. Okay, their next game, they're on a 3-game losing streak. We'll see how tonight turns out. But the Blackhawks have lost to Edmonton 6-5. Ooh, man, that was barn burner. They've lost to Buffalo 4-3 in overtime. Lost to Minnesota in a shootout 4-3. They're playing the Islanders right now, losing 1-0, and they pick things back up on Thursday against the LA Kings at 8:30. Okay, cool. So, my friend was in Kalamazoo the other day, which is about an hour from me. That's where Western Michigan's campus is. And she spotted a hockey bar. And I think Adam and I will have to take a field trip out and check it out. It's called the Original Nisker's Char Grill and SlapShot Hockey Bar. So I wanted to check out their menu and see if they had any fun hockey names on here. Burgers and beers and all sports broadcasting. Oh. The names kind of leave something to be desired, but they do offer poutine, so that's a fun twist. Smother everything in gravy. Yeah. No other names are super exciting. Nothing really jumps off at the page at me. Pictures look good, though. It looked like they had a Hawaiian burger that might be fun to try. I am all for pineapple on my pizza or my burger or whatever. Yeah, Hawaiian burger. Bacon, grilled fresh, pineapple, and Nisker's honey teriyaki sauce. Oh, man. I am sold. Gotta try that sometime soon. Alrighty, one last check of the news here. Let's see. Looks like Lightning's Victor Hedman is out with an upper body injury, per the AP tonight. Lightning star defenseman Victor Hedman was scratched from the lineup for Tuesday night's game against the Ottawa Senators because of an undisclosed upper body injury. Lightning said Hedman is day-to-day. Hedman missed around half of the first period in Saturday's game against San Jose after being checked hard into the corner boards. The 2018 Norris Trophy winner sat out Monday's practice and had limited participation during Tuesday's morning skate that included no involvement in power play drills. Quote, definitely a little bit more sore than we anticipated, Lightning coach John Cooper said before the game. A finalist for the Norris Trophy in each of the past 6 seasons, Hedman has had 1 goal and 8 points in 9 games this season. Hayden Fleury, a healthy scratch in 5 of the previous 6 games, replaced Hedman on the game roster. Speaking of the Lightning, former Lightning player Andre Palat, the New Jersey Devils placed him on injured reserve on Saturday. The move, which is retroactive to October 24th, comes after Palat missed the Devils' previous 2 games, including Friday's 1-0 victory over the Colorado Avalanche. In the team's news release Saturday, the Devils labeled Palat's injury lower body and said he will meet with doctors Monday to make a final determination on the next course of action. A 10-year NHL veteran, he won 2 Stanley Cup titles with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Palat, 31, joined the Devils over the summer via free agency. Not long after Tampa Bay lost to the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Finals, Palat landed a 5-year deal with an average annual value of $6 million with the Devils, playing largely on the New Jersey's top line. Palat has 3 goals and 8 shots and has filled a glaring need on the Devils' power play unit. With the available roster spot, New Jersey recalled veteran forward Andreas Johansson from the Utica Comets of the American Hockey League. Johansson, 27, was caught up in a numbers game during training camp as New Jersey elected to go with younger prospects on their opening night roster. Johansson cleared waivers, however, allowing New Jersey to send him to the AHL and keep him on the payroll. He had a goal and 6 points in 4 games with Utica. Johansson has 48 goals and 113 points in his 6-year NHL career. New Jersey has won 2 in a row and will play host to the Columbus Blue Jackets on Sunday. Let's see here. Oh, they're playing. Yeah, they must have meant last Sunday. Blue Jackets. Oh, yeah, they smoked the Blue Jackets 7-1. Holy crap. Woo. Woof. With goals behind Zetterlund, Hischier, Graves, Marino, Siegenthaler, Bratt, and Wood. Ouch. Did what's-his-face even play? Johnny Gaudreau, did he even play? That's crazy. Yeah. Columbus is 3-7-0 to start the season, last in the Metropolitan Division. Blue Jackets coach Brad Larson said, "This one's on me. We got to get back to the root of this team. This one's sorely on me. I have to get them better prepared." The crowd at Prudential Center booed Columbus's Johnny Gaudreau, New Jersey native who spurned the Devils as a free agent last summer every time he touched the puck. Man, he didn't do hardly anything in that game. Woof. Crazy. Oh, Blue Jackets are going to be in Finland on Friday to play the Colorado Avalanche, the first of 2 games there as part of the NHL Global Series. Very cool. Okay, one last check of the scores here, and we will be out of here for the night. Golden Knights and Capitals win final. Golden Knights won it 3-2 in overtime. Lightning beat the Senators 4-3 in regular time. Rangers beat the Flyers 1-0. Oilers are leading the Preds 4-1. Stars leading the Kings 4-1. Kraken lead the Flames 1-0. Bruins and Penguins is a shootout 5-3 Penguins right now. Wild and Canadiens. Wild's up 3-0. Just started the third. And Islanders are still up 1-0 on the Blackhawks with a couple other games left to go tonight. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for listening. You've been listening to the Neutral Zone on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Once again, I'm your host, Zach Poplis. Everyone have a great night and stay safe.